It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. Later 8. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Goal 50. Hey, Charlie. Hey, minus 50, minus 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 50. Check 50. Down. Check 3.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they need.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
You pump. Walk time.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Scott Miller, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive? In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. On second down now. It's Jacobs, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Down. 180. Watch the curl.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Going on the ground, it's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Brady. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, let's go. Kill. Hey, watch that. Protein spill. Mike 46. Hey, check it.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Alert! Check Mike 46. Bud. It's our time. 46 to Mike, 46. Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom. Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Raiders nothing. Steven
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
51 Mike.
Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the #1 thing he does best is tackle.
Hey, Haywood.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Good job.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Wait, that's wide, 80. 72. Come on, boy. Hey, exit. Don't be scared of it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 50.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 1st down, here's White. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Second, reload. Hey, orbit. Max 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Brady now to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Wait, that's 53. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. White. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The tight end Lacoste here out on the right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, it's White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Ready? Hey, let's get this. Go Bandit.
On second and 15 now. Brady flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Brady gives to Michelle, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On second and 12, Carr. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Down. 180. Check 52's the mic. No change.
Throwing on second and 14. Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Wait, that's 380. 6. Hey, get in the way with it. Shoot. Alert. Hey, echo. Got me too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And the Raiders have got him. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Good job, fellas.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A solid step, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Scott Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Express. Motion me out.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
93. 93. Mike 21. Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. 65. 65.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 49-yard
Switch gears. Switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down. Blue 80. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun. Carr. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 29. 5-2.
Carr. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Raiders get a score closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check it. 46 to Mike. 46. Let's go, tight end. Hey, go 66.
Brady. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Regular.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Carr, throw over the middle, finds Aikman. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Lopsided game in the fourth quarter that we're witnessing, but number 12, Tom Brady, he's still out there.
Not a surprise, frankly. From what we've seen over the years, that's the Patriot way. He plays all the way through, no matter what the score, what the situation. Hard to argue with their results thus far.
I'd like to be behind him just holding the clipboard, right? That's not a bad life.
That's the way to make a living in the NFL.
Wide, 80. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Out. Read it, check it, reload.
On second down, it's White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play there for New England. 48 yards on the ground.
48 yards. And the Patriot first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
That's what I do. Hey, check 24. Check 72. Hey, wahoo. Right, 20 hot. 54's Mike. Check. Hey, check it.
They'll run with Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
To throw again on second down. Carr, and an alley to run. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Third down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. You go tight. You got tight. You got hit.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Throw to the right, caught by Aitman. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Carr. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tavecchio good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.